Kazza, everybody, I am back, and I've finally done another build. I tore down my old one and built a new one, and keep your eye out for Silver Shroud plushie, but I've decided to give Solomon a clinic, I guess you could say. I guess I will call it a clinic, okay? So Solomon, if you don't know who he is the new AI that you can get as an ally, and he is a Brotherhood member, but also a doctor, and I think he's more doctor than he is Brotherhood, which is really cool. I got him, started building him his little clinic straight away, and he's already my favourite ally. Like, he's replaced Pops. He's better than Pops. So what I wanted to do was separate a little bit of stuff first. So I did the replaced door right here, so I could get the nice slidey door, and I love doing this. It's really great. But made a little crafting shed, and as you can see, Solomon is like zipping in from the right side, because the place that I've put his little podium where he actually exists is kind of in a hard spot. But I built a little crafting shed, so you can just do your basic stuff if you pop on by and, you know, craft some stuff, repair some stuff, make some ammo if you need to, throw some stuff in the scrap box. It's just there as a utility, but I also wanted to make it a little bit pretty. And I've been loving some of the new stuff that was in the Atom Shop, not recently, but previously, like the shelves. Beautiful. So I thought, it's a clinic, and I kind of based it off like there's that film with Nathan Fillion in where he's that doctor or something, and he falls in love with that woman. I can't remember what the film is, but he's like a country doctor in a little country clinic in a little country town. So I thought Solomon, he'd have one of them. So I put a little resting area in that section and powered this entire thing on eco-friendly solar panels, which is really cool. It powers everything, by the way. I use exactly 10 power for this thing, and that's only because I use 2 street lights to light up the little garden area. And by the way, my north, south, east, west signs that are on both of these roofs point exactly north, south, east, west correctly. So if you were playing this how I record, which is without HUD, and you were having trouble figuring out which way is north, boom, there you go. So I separated out into technically 3 things. Porch, nice little wraparound porch. I haven't built a wraparound porch in a while, so I thought, let's build a wraparound porch. And then as you go in, I'm using the new carpet, which is beautiful. Damn, it's sexy. And there's a small little reception where you can pop in and say, hi, I need to see Dr. Solomon. My foot fungus is acting up, something like that. I also built a little notice board, so for those of you that haven't got your shelter already, which is kind of weird because some people haven't, click it, go get yourself a new shelter. Of course, we need someone waiting in the waiting room, and we're not joining that daily op team, don't worry about that. I put the sliding door in as well because I thought, you know what, a sliding automatic door, you've got them in hospitals to reduce, you know, transmitting stuff through doorknobs, so boom, there we go. And the entire thing is set up as a small ward, as you can see. So we're treating a Wendigo Colossus because we have to. Poor little bastard needs some help right there. So I set it up in 3 areas. 1 doctor area where you can sit down, you can talk to the doctor do his paperwork. That's this area right here. It's got a nice view of the little garden outside. It has that awesome wheelchair, which sitting in that thing is absolutely beautiful. I love the design of that wheelchair. We've got a few little knickknacks on shelves because you would in a hospital. Kid comes in, you want to give him a teddy or something, and the Wendigo Colossus is chilling nice and fine. And then of course we need a actual examination section, so I decided to put up a small privacy curtain, which is where he works. And of course, because he's part of the Brotherhood and they're covering up the fact that aliens exists, there's an alien in there having a checkup. Solomon, there's only one bad thing about you, and that's the fact that you work for the Brotherhood and they're covering up our Zayton overlords. What's wrong with you, Solomon? But no, seriously, Solomon's now my new favourite ally. It's great. So I put everything that you'd probably see if you've ever been for a checkup, including an eye chart for some reason. I thought, you know what? I've been to the doctors before and they've had me do an eye chart exam. So yeah, an eye chart. Screw it. Let's just throw everything in the kitchen sink at this thing. I also love these fluorescent lights. Don't drop a fluorescent bulb, by the way, because it's toxic inside. But I love them. All you need is that, and it covers up the entire ward. They've got a nice diffusion going on across the entire thing. I also thought a skylight. I haven't messed around with these, so I thought I'd build a skylight, and because I'm building my custom roof, which I always do on important builds to get a nice level roof on the inside, I thought, you know what, I'll build a little custom thing as well going on with a little skylight. And I like it, okay? I'm using the asbestos roof to give it a nice tiled look. I love it. It's the first proper build I've done since building the Cluedo map, and I love it. It's simple, It's effective, and by the way, if you want to stop and by and get some free water and some treatment from Solomon, our door is always open. I'm in the spot by the lighthouse. Sorry, not by the lighthouse, but where David Jones used to build his lighthouse. That's why I remember that. But yeah, I love this build. And I know you're thinking, yeah, but you love every build. Nah, I don't love every build. And by the way, wheelchair, awesome. Mwah. God, I love that thing. And like I did say, you know, they do point north, south, east, west, and they do. It's spot on. I spent like 2 minutes aligning this thing perfectly. It's great. I love that little wind. I wish it spun. Man, there's some stuff that I really wish they did in this game, but they don't. But there you go. That's Solomon's Clinic, as I'm going to call it. It's a fun little spot that's easy to get to. You can come get stuff for cheap. I might put a vendor in it, just giving away, because I make stim packs out the wazoo. So I might put a vendor in it, just selling free stim packs. So if you need some stim packs right away, I can make like 800 of them in about an hour. Probably less than that. So pop on by and come get your stuff. But apart from that, I'm good to be back on YouTube. I'm glad to be back on YouTube. And as you guys know the drill, like, share, and subscribe. And until the next time, stay awesome.